Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily, and welcome back to the Lake District in the UK. The sun is out and we are here for the Arc'teryx Big Mountain Weekend. There's a host of climbing, scrambling, swimming activities on offer. So as per usual on Climbing Daily, we're going to run around like maniacs trying to get to as many as possible. Katie, so lovely to see you. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed. How old is she?
She's 7 weeks old.
Awesome, amazing.
Little marshmallow.
She does look like a marshmallow, yeah. She's going to be a climber, you can tell. Katie, we were here last year for the Arc'teryx Big Mountain Weekend and the Lakeland Revival. But for people who don't know what it is, just explain what this whole event's all about.
Yeah, so the Big Mountain Weekend sort of kicks off the Lakeland Revival. And the Lakeland Revival runs all summer, and that's to try and encourage people to come climbing in the Lake District. So they can pick up route cards and then tick off routes and then exchange their route card for a prize. And then the Big Mountain Weekend is a series of clinics over this weekend. So there's everything from beginners clinics to advanced clinics. And then also this year we've added in some new stuff. So we've got wild swimming, trail running, some bouldering clinics. You were probably just about to ask me that, weren't you?
Well, I'm excited by how much you've got on offer and how many different things you have. So we've only got 2 days. We're going to leave you to it, run off, find as many things as we can. And I think I'm probably going to end up getting wet at the end of the day. Yeah.
And wet and cold?
Wet and cold, of course, yeah.
Did you bring your trunks?
I didn't bring my trunks. I didn't really think this through. But we'll cover more of that in a second. We're going to run off and find some bouldering first, I think. So we'll leave you with the baby and I'll see you soon.
Nice one. Have a good time.
Now, as Katie said, there's a few more clinics added this year, and one of them is bouldering. So we're headed up the hill to find Will Sim, the boulderers, and of course, I've got my shoes. Will Sim, nice to see you. What are you teaching here on the Arc'teryx Big Mountain Weekend?
Well, this morning, bouldering. So these guys have not really done any bouldering before. A tiny bit of indoor bouldering. So starting from the very beginning, talking about basically how useless your hands are to begin with and how important your lower body is to begin with. So we went up this slab, which I think to begin with I was talking about what's useful about your feet, and I think they were thinking, nah, I've seen all these pictures of people looking really strong, hanging off small holds, what are you on about? And then we went up this slab using our feet, and I think they got the picture.
Talking about the Lake District, because the sun's out today, is beautiful. Why is this such a special place to come and climb?
Well, for me, it's got special reasons because it's where I grew up climbing. I'm from like the other side of that hill, basically. Each time I come back here, I remember how pure these little hills are. It really is special, but it's hard to know exactly why. I think the pureness of how affected by humans but unaffected at the same time it is. I think, yeah, it's hard to say exactly.
I think you've said it pretty well. That is exactly why it's so special here. Will, you just put up a new first ascent behind us, this arete. I'm itching to have a go, so I'm going to put down the mic, grab my shoes, and you can shout some instructions at me.
Yeah.
Colin, I've been watching you. You've been bouldering well, but why did you choose to do this course today? Why did you sign up for this one?
So I've been climbing indoors for maybe a year or two, and this year I've started going outdoors, and I thought this would be a good way because obviously you've got pros and with a good group of people. And
because it can be difficult climbing indoors, you've got holds, it's all very simple, and then suddenly you've got to go outdoors in the big wide world, and it's like, where do you even start? Does this kind of a course just give you a grounding in that?
Yeah, it just gets you kind of what to look for in holds, and when you're climbing on rock, what's there. You're not just as you said, not just looking for coloured holds and jugs all the time. It's smaller holds, finding what's where.
Now, part of the Arc'teryx Big Mountain Weekend is clinics like the one going on behind me, a chance for people to learn from the expert mountain guides who come here to teach. And that might be complete beginners or people like me who perhaps need a little bit of a refresher, a reminder. The guys behind me are building belays and setting up top ropes, a vital skill for anyone who's tried climbing. Okay, we're going to leave those guys to it and try to find one more clinic before lunch. We've got about an hour, so time is tight. Thomas, you're about to head down the hill to go for lunch, but we've just managed to nab you in time. What have you been doing with your group today?
Well, we had, first of all, a lot of fun. With the priority was just putting some points about security in placing gears, leading on a route with the strategy and understanding how to deal with the different type of camps, with the walnuts, with the friends.
So Chris, you've just finished up here at the crag. Tell me some things that you've learnt today, sort of climbing-wise and gear placement-wise.
Yeah, just basic things, like even not gear-wise, but like just body position was like the first thing we went through, like pulling your hips right in when you're placing, getting your hips out to get your legs up, things like that. And then gear placement-wise, like I mentioned to you a minute ago, we had like a random rack, so it was like being resourceful with what you've got and trying to make sure the gear's really wedged in and seated well, and yeah, just that sort of general, really good.
Nice, man. Well, I know it's lunch, so we're going to head down the hill, back down the hill to the pub and grab some food. So we've made it back to the Sticklebarn pub for a bit of lunch. Now, as you guys know, I am occasionally a little bit rubbish with footwork, so I need some expert advice. Spin to the crag. We've come up the hill to meet Charlie Woodburn, the main Lake District mountain man himself, and clearly you've got the yellow jacket memo.
I got the memo, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, excellent.
Thank God. Charlie, you've been teaching beginner movement and then some rope skills up on the rock.
Yeah.
But what we want, or if you can give us some sort of slightly more advanced tips for movement on rock.
Yeah, okay, I would say for slab climbing, I would say my 3 top tips would be number 1, getting the height of your heel right according to the shape of the foothold you're on. So you do want a higher heel pointing your toe into the rock on a positive foothold. On a more sloping, smeary type foothold where you're relying purely on friction, you want to drop your heel down lower so you've got more rubber in contact with the rock, so it's far less likely to slip. My second tip would be to getting your centre of gravity over your feet, and when you're rocking up onto your leading foot, to think about the direction of your movement and the speed of your movement and getting your legs straight as quickly as possible, and that will make the rock over movement much, much easier than if you do it slowly and you're constantly thinking about pulling upwards rather than getting your weight over your foot. And my third tip would be concentrating on not overreaching, because if you overreach, you then can't see the footholds below you very well, so you can't select your next foothold, and it also means that you're not forcing your body weight into the rock as much. Your foot's far more likely to slip when you overreach.
So there you go, 3 top tips from Charlie Woodburn. Thank you very much. We'll leave you in peace. Head back down, see what we can find down there. I'm a rock climber. I climb rocks. I don't swim in freezing cold lakes in the Lake District. Please don't make me do it, Hugo. Please don't make me do it. He says I have to do it. Right, I'm walking in with Susanna, who is the group leader for this madness. You do this for fun?
I do, yeah. I do winter swimming for fun as well.
Okay, so give me some tips. I mean, I've jumped into lakes before and stuff, but give me some tips for this sort of cold style experience.
I guess jumping in is probably the worst thing that you could do. You want to get in nice and slowly, steadily. Not too fast, not too slow, really. Go with a friend. It's always more fun with a friend. You've got someone to look out for you whilst you're swimming, and someone to coach you in as well.
Well, I think that's going to happen because there's a camera forcing me to do it. Okay, so it is obviously like this is. I'm joking, but with a big group of people, the safety is a key thing for this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the numbers that we've got today, a lot are actually Arc'teryx staff. I'm looking after the people that have booked on the course, so I wouldn't normally have this many people.
Cool. Well, I'll let you get on with organising, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so firstly, everyone's got a wetsuit. I've got my boxers. I was offered a bikini earlier, but I declined, so boxers are going to keep me warm. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to let those guys get in first, film them having an amazing time, and then I'm going to get in and freeze, and then we're going to run away. All right? Okay. Why is the wind blowing?
Lots of people will splash their face when they get into cold water. That is actually horrible. You've got lots of pain receptors in your face, so it makes it feel worse than it actually is. Try and get a bit of water on the back of your neck and down into your wetsuit.
Okay, here we go. Everyone's in. Now I'm in my boxers. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I'm having a great time. Thank you for watching Climbing Daily. Do check out the Arc'teryx Big Mountain Weekend, because as you can see, it's a lot of fun. I've got to stop talking, I've got to get in. All right. Oh my God. Okay, I'm up to my knees. Some vital bits are about to go in, I'm scared. Oh, they're in! We've got... Oh, things have retreated. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! It's pretty nice actually, yeah. It's really good.
Are you having a nice time, Matt?
So what's a heart attack feel like? This is good. Yeah.
You went head up.
Sorry?
I can't believe you went head up.
Is that not a thing? Yeah.
Look at everyone else.
No one else put their head under. Apparently you're not meant to. I can't feel my balls. Oh, freezing, yeah. I got like pins and needles. It's good though. Wow. Woo! It's cold. It's so cold. Oh my God. I think I might have to get out before I die. Oh jeez. I take the GoPro. Right. See you later, guys.